Okay, good evening, guys. This is an update on the NZDCAD trade that I called in the PIPS Globally group. Right now, basically, this trade is based on an analysis that I did. I observed that the NZDCAD was on a trend from 2016 where it was going up on an upward trend, right, over that long period till just recently, right? But if you notice with this, there was a sideways support that it was respecting over time, and then recently it broke out, right? Now, if you look at this here, this particular there's a pattern here, right? I want you to look at from here to here, right? And also, that's all. Here to here, and also here to there, right? So this is what we call a rising wedge pattern. Basically, it's forming a triangle where there are higher lows being formed, but the higher highs are reducing. So if you notice, this is a higher low, this is a low, and this is another low, but this low is higher than this one, right? So higher lows was formed, but look at the higher high. So this was a high, this was a higher high, and then it has some drop, and then it had a higher high here. But if you notice the slope of the higher high, all of a sudden it was flattening out, and this was the peak here, and then it started to go down. So what happening is that when you see a pattern like that, we call that a rising wedge. And what usually happens at that point, it converges like how it converges here, and then it breaks out into a cell. So another sign that it was going to do that was this consolidation that took place over the last almost 2 years, I think. No, not 2 years, over the last year, because it started late 2016, and over the past year it has consolidated in this price zone here, right? So this box here that you see here is a consolidation that took place over the past year. That was another sign that the bullish trend that was taking place over the last 2 years was slowing down, right? So if we zoom in further, we will see that there was a further, there was another rising wedge that was forming right before it broke out of that sideways support. So it did exactly do that. And what my prediction was, and it seems to be going in that direction, is that my suggestion is that it will continue to go down and have its pullbacks and continue to go down and respect these supports with pullbacks and go before further going down, right? So this point here is where I expect it, if it was to continue going, to really stop. And that is because if you look at the chart, if you look at past support and resistance, here you see that this was a support as well as resistance before. There are several points touching that same line, which tells me that once it reaches here, expect, at least look out for the pullback. And right now, if you look at what is happening here, right, basically you see it went down and it went back up, and there's a further expectation for further bearish movement, right? So you see what's going on there. It's going on that huge drop now. Usually, yeah. So it's going on that drop. And what I expect it to do, I look at this as a pullback, and it's going to drop, and then it's going to have further opportunity going down. There's another support here, right? That was formerly a resistance. So you see here, there are points here, right? Basically, this point here, this point here, this region here, this point here, this point here. All also price points that was previous resistance or support. Then I expect it again to come down here, same thing, And that's how you keep on looking. You keep on looking at previous support and resistance to see what points going down it may respect. Now, the red lines going back up means that it's possible that it will just respect at that point and go back up. To determine how strong the support or resistance is, what you can do is go back further in time and see how much more price has been respecting that particular point. So let you look at this line. This line here, let you look at this one. This one has here, touching all that point. Price is reversing at this line here. Again here, again here, again here. So this line here seems to be a stronger support. So what you could do is probably give it a stronger, like a thicker line, right? So that you could identify and look out for that as a possible reversal point. But for now, I expect a further drop, right, guys? The price here is at 0.894898. So if it is you were to take this trade, I will suggest you enter at least at this point here. No, that's all. Hold on. Right. If you want to be real super safe, I will wait until it passes this reversal zone here, right? And it go like underneath here. This line is what? This is at 0.90, right? So the entry regards to this should be at entry 0.9000, right? Stop loss should be 30 pips, right? This is NZDCAD, so 30 pips is stop loss, right, at 0.9030, right? And then, right, then the take profit should be at 0.89492. So basically, that is a possible trade you could take. Being really safe, you're clearing this reversal zone before you enter. For me, I'm fairly confident that this is about to reverse here. Again, guys, it could be wrong, but it's just based on my analysis, based on the trends. You could take this trade, either test it on demo. Right? Again, remember risk size 0.01 per $100 on your account. Good risk management, and this is just a trading opportunity courtesy PIPS Globally, your partner in trading in iMarkets Live, seeking to help everyone when people investing in people selflessly globally. I want to thank you guys. I want to bless you. Let's catch some pips, guys.